Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I have just a quick video for you. I'm away right now on a personal trip, work related, and this video is actually going to be like personal. I'm going to give you some updates on where I'm at, what's going on with me personally and in life. There's some big changes that are happening, and so I want to share that with you. But also because I'm away, I've just gone ahead and prepped some extra content in advance of that trip. This will be a shorter video. If you're not interested in me personally or my, what my life is like, then maybe this isn't the video for you. Check out one of the hundreds of other ones I have on the channel. And if you want even more Splinterlands related content or blockchain based video gaming content, then maybe consider becoming a member of the channel because they have a whole library of members only content for them to enjoy, as well as weekly live events. So with that said, I just want to say that this is really about kind of where I'm at and how my family's doing and what's going on, with one quick exception. While I was in the comment section, I saw recently there's lots of people mentioning the volume level of the background music. I'm trying to get that dialed in. I appreciate your comments and feedback. I want it to be the most sort of distraction free, and I want it to be conversational more than like music, of course. But I find I like to have the music in the background, but we got to find that right level. So I'm going to keep tweaking that and try and find it. Let's see over the next week or two if you guys feel that it's better. I'll keep my eye on the video content or the comment section for that reason. With that out of the way though, I'll just let you guys know that huge changes are happening in my life. I am a father. I'm a married man with a father of two beautiful daughters. They are turning 10 in 10 days. Wow. From the time of recording, my oldest girl is going to be 10 years old, which is crazy. Double digits is a wild next step for her, but also for us as parents. It's like, I remember when she was born, it just feels like it was yesterday, and she's 10 years old. And then my youngest daughter, who is 8 right now, just turned 8 in January. And she's doing great. So that's Hazel and Lumina. Hazel's doing exceptional. She's just turning into this amazing artist, and it's been such a blessing to watch that little girl become the little woman she's becoming. She's getting so funny. She's getting so outgoing. She's getting great friendships. She's learning new skills. It's really cool to watch her. And then we have Lumina, who's the 8-year-old, and she is my little girl with special needs, and she has a very serious illness called Walker-Warburg. I've told you guys about that before. I'll just say she's doing great. She is having seizures still, but like relatively few, and when they happen, they're relatively small. So answered prayer. God is good. He takes care of his children. Now that doesn't always mean that we get no trials, no difficulties, no troubles. Of course, that's not what life is. And if we believe in who Jesus is, then we know that he himself went through great trials, and he himself went before the cross and he said, Lord, take this cup. But if not, in all things, your will be done. Like Jesus praying to the Father. And that's how I approach the difficulty of life, and even the difficulty with my little girl having her seizures. I just kind of say, she's here. We weren't promised 8 years and she's here. We weren't promised smiles and hugs and a real communication style with her, because she absolutely communicates with us and expresses, preference, and we laugh together. And there's so many cool special moments with her. So that's a bit about where my girls are at and how, where life is at these days. It's been 3 years making the channel, and I haven't done one of these in a while. I wanted to let you guys know about sort of the status for those girls, and me and the wife are doing great. I'm personally trying to work on a couple big things like fitness stuff. I've got some big goals this year. I'm going to be trying to run a triathlon in May. It's what we call a sprint. So 450 meter swim, and then 5K run, and then a 20K bike ride. So that's relatively little, but we are, that's like for my American audience. I don't know exactly what a 450 meter swim is, but I can tell you a 5K run is like 3 miles. And then a 20K bike is like 12 miles in that ballpark. So it's a pretty big deal. I'm excited for it. And I've got another big fundraiser with some friends that I'm going to try and raise 20K for this amazing cause. Maybe I'll share more about that another time. But just there's one more massive alteration that's coming to my life that also will maybe have an impact on how often I can create content. And this may be the main reason for providing this update, because we are actually on the precipice of adopting a little boy. It'll be my first son. And I'm super excited about this, of course. We've been praying about the adoption process. We've been walking through this adoption process for roughly 5 years. And it's been so challenging just emotionally, because you just keep wanting it to happen now, and it doesn't. And you think to yourself, like, well, there's kids out there, like, why can't this happen? Like, what's the deal? And as a believer in God, I go, like, Lord, like, I'm here saying, like, use me, like, send me. And I just feel like we're just standing still. But in all things, and I'm just 5 years into it, I'm like, I've gotten to a place where I'm just like, well, it's going to happen when God wants it to happen. And then along come this moment where this little boy, his name's Gregory. I can't give you too many details, but I'll just say, 4-year-old boy named Gregory. And it does seem like we're going to be getting him. Now we're still in a transitionary moment. It isn't 100% finalized, but it feels finalized. And so since I'm creating a update content on like how I'm at, where I'm at, this is one of the biggest pieces I've ever experienced. 5 years in the making, praying about it all the time, walking with my wife, shedding tears from time to time because of how frustrating or challenging the process can be. And now getting to this place where we've actually said yes to a little boy and they actually want us. And so now they're really, as far as I can tell, it's happening. And I think we're a couple weeks away from making that transition. And so this, I don't know if anybody out there has gone through this. You've adopted somebody already, and you know how challenging that might be. Or maybe even if you haven't, you can imagine a 4-year-old boy out there is at home in someone's house and they're with a beautiful foster care family and that person's loving them well. And then he comes home and it's like, well, now you're moving to your forever home. And I'm sure there's going to be a sense in his little heart of like great joy, but there's also going to be a sense of loss. Now, there is transitionary plans in place where we're going to honor that relationship and hopefully there can be connection there even after he comes and lives with us. So don't get it like twisted. We're not just like taking him and never seeing those people again. But regardless, you have to imagine it's going to be hard for little Gregory. And so I'm expecting like a real season of my life to be where I'm going to be directly and closely at this little boy's, side at all times. Of course, loving my other girls well, my wife as well. And I'm taking time off work, my profession, my main work, to some extent, whatever. I'm not even sure what that looks like, but somehow, some way that's going to need to happen because it has to happen for our new son. And so this is an exciting new chapter. And I just felt like, since I'm always on here talking to you guys about, the things I enjoy, which is Splinterlands generally, but absolutely, I talk about other things too. I share my faith with you. I talk about my family. I talk about my girls. And so why wouldn't I come out of here and tell you a little bit more about this next phase? We're going to get a son. He's a beautiful 4-year-old boy and he's going to be joining our family. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be super difficult. I know it will. Because one, having a third child, not just two, is difficult. And two, like the dimension of like, melding families and making sure he feels safe and loved and secure and growing that attachment, that healthy attachment between ourselves and him. And then, and incorporating the outer family too, like the grandmas and grandpas, the cousins, and you know what I mean? That's all, it's this layered process for really incorporating him. So this is this massive thing that's coming down the pipeline for me and my family. And it will have some ramifications for how my natural routines work. I don't exactly know what that'll look like. And I can't tell you it's going to mean, one less video a week or 2 less videos a week. I don't know what it's going to mean. I just know that this massive, exciting new step is coming from my family and out of a place of excitement and just to share with those of you who have supported the channel for so long and in so many ways, monetarily, with your comments, with your likes, with your video ideas. I appreciate your partnership here. I appreciate you guys supporting me in all the ways that you have. And it just felt natural, especially as I look forward to a long weekend away and trying to get some content right. I thought, let's make one of them about this. This is a huge deal in my life. Let's share it with the audience. And so with that said, I just want to say thank you. And I hope you are having an amazing day. And God bless you all. Bye for now.